On this episode of BeamNG Roadkill, we fail utterly to make a badass 1968 Charger. Alright everybody, we're up in Maine, and we're doing another cross-country road trip, hopefully cross-country, because along the way, we're going to build a badass 68 Charger. And no Hellcat swap, no, 707 horsepower. We have the 440, that was in the blown Cornet, with the built internals and everything. We're not putting a blower on this car. Yes, we're not putting a blower on this. But it can get a nitrous-powered 440 with built internals and become the ultimate 1968 Dodge Charger. Yes, I finally have one again. And this one is better than the last one. And I'm very excited. So, of course, the car is not complete. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get something that I can basically make into a cool driver's car, and if you want to take it down the strip, you can. But basically, I want to turn this into a cool driver's car, and we won't be doing that on here. That will be for projects. I'm just picking this up and road tripping a Charger without glass across the country, because that's what you do. But we need to test one thing. Can the 383 do burnouts? Yes, it can. It's got no exhaust. It's not going to in this episode, sadly. But it sounds cool. Wonder if it can do a block-long burnout. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. There's no way that it can stay like that. So, we're going to be road tripping this thing with the 383. And once we get towards our ultimate goal, back towards home, we're going to be putting the 440 in it. And we're going to be taking it to the drag strip and seeing how fast it can go. Hopefully along the way, we can take this thing through Texas maybe at the, through the home lot where we do have a drag strip down the highway. So, who knows? This thing might only make it to Texas and blow up when we take it to the drag strip. I have no clue how good this 383 actually is. So, yeah, but we do have some parts to do. We do have some things that I want to change in this car. A lot of suspension components, brake components I want to change in this thing already. Disc brakes all around. We got to put headlights on it. I have a hood. We're going to make it cool, but not much cool in the main series here, because if I put glass in this thing becomes automatically too good. And also, it's got no interior, so I could care less if it has glass right now. But it will eventually. It will. But we got to put a hood on. Got to get some wheels for this because they're mismatched. Complete this thing a little bit more and make it a bit more safe. I mean, the selling point in this already, I'd just go, but it's already got the 68 taillights, so it's in good shape. But, yeah, we got to put lights on it, hood, brakes. I want to jack the rear up with some leaf springs. So let's get to work, and then we'll hit the road. So automatically, it's not getting a hood yet. But let's work on the suspension. So the steering is obviously terrible. Should really get it changed, but this car's going to get a lot of parts from the blown cornet since I got rid of that car. So eventually on a projects episode, this thing is going to get a bunch of better parts. But for now, it's just getting some disc brakes in the front. I'm going to put some premium pads on it, just so then it has a bit better of stopping power at least. And I prefer the disc brakes, but also gotta put some black steelies on it. There's nothing better than a blacked out Charger. And this thing is going to prove that tremendously. Front tires are good. Rear end, though, I want to put the high leaf springs in the back. I don't know why I like that look of it having that kind of rake to it, but I like it. It will get traction bars one day as well. Yep, just some bog standard disc brakes. Premium pads. Really, this thing should be ready to go, but I want headlights on it. I want to put the hood on it because I don't want to drive without a hood and no glass. Sounds pretty stupid. Exhaust, though. I'm putting side pipes on it for now, so then it's not just dumping under the floor. So, yeah, side pipes for now. Really should put some better, you know. Oh, I wanted to put an adjustable rev limiter in this thing, because I will blow up this motor before we get there the first moment I hit dirt. So it needs a rev limiter. Thank God I remembered that. Outside of that, I think it's really just the hood, some hood pins, and the rear wheels. I didn't put them on. Whoops. Hood. Let's put the hood pins on. I think the hood pins were a little buggy in this thing, actually. Were they? Can't tell. They're there. Don't mind. And we just gotta put some black steelies on in the back. (15x9) steelies, and I think I'm gonna try to see if I could put the tire. If I could make the tire a bit bigger in the rear. Can I? Can I put the... Yep, I can. Doesn't make it as wide, but... Definitely a bigger sidewall, and I want that. Okay. Oh, headlights. Gotta put headlights. And then we're ready to go, and we're going to go and test this thing properly. So we'll be right back. And the one place where a Dodge Charger should shine is on dirt. Yes. Oh God. This thing is sketchy. Okay, maybe this thing doesn't shine on dirt. Oh my God. Okay, this thing is actually sketchy. It can drift a little bit, but oh my god, it has no power. I wonder if I could rev the motor a little higher. I don't know how much higher. Not $6,000, maybe 55. Can I get away with that? Please? Oh, here might be the issue. Hold on. 15 PSI. Let's put this down to 18. Maybe this will help it. Tire pressure's a bit high for my liking. In Beam, at least. Nope, it doesn't like it. Okay, I can't rev the motor any higher. Alright, well that's an issue. Oh, no. It's actually worrying me a little bit. Let me see if I can find some better roads. Alright, this might be a bit more thrashable. Oh no! I did not want to jump it that hard. Jesus. Wow. Oh my. Yeah, this thing is not happy. The steering genuinely stuck. I broke the steering, actually. It's pulling. Oh, yep. Well, I broke it already. Great. Alright, well, back to the drawing board, because Jesus Christ, the steering is terrible on this thing, and this 383 is actually terrible. We might not be going cross country in this. Oh man. Yeah, this is sketchy. Oh. Yeah, back to the drawing board. So it's now 2 weeks later. And I had the charger shipped back to LA here because it's too sketchy. The steering is wonky. The 383 makes no power whatsoever. The automatic transmission has no overdrive, which I'd imagine is quite common for a 68 car. And, well, really, there's just, it ain't a badass charger, and it ain't badass enough to go across the country doing as much as we can and then swap a 440 into it. So basically, we're just gonna skip ahead to that whole idea of putting a 440 and a 4-speed in it and taking it to the drag strip, see how fast it can go, and then maybe take it out to the desert. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. And just to put this out there, I am not trying to mimic the General Mayhem episode at all by doing this, but my plans have changed, and I really want to make a badass charger that can go through the desert. So, we're making a badass charger that can go through the desert. But also, you can take it to the drag strip and shove a 150 shot of nitrous down its throat. Hopefully. I mean, the motor's built enough. I'd imagine that it can take a 150 shot and rev a bit higher and hopefully make about 400 horsepower without spray. I'm hoping it makes that much. Holy shit. That scared the hell out of me. Well, yeah, we'll reconnect when we're back over at my little storage facility. Alright, the charger is home. The 383 is out. It's time for the big block 440. I'm excited. This is not really how I wanted it to go. I wanted to test the capabilities of the 383, but I feel like I really hit those capabilities pretty quickly because that motor sucked. Could be just that 383, or it could just be, you know, it in general. I don't know. But, yes, 440 cubic inch V8. It needs some things. You know, it's got the stage 3 internals from the blown cornet. Heavy duty engine mounts from the blown cornet. I'll put the exhaust that I wanted to put on. Yeah, it's getting an exhaust in this episode. I didn't expect that I'd be doing that. Twin electric fans for cooling because I feel like this motor's going to need it if I'm revving it high. Adjustable rev limiter. I actually want to see. We're not putting it on. What is the stage 1 supercharger for these motors again? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh! It's a Pro charger. Huh. As much as I'd love to do that, I'm not going to. Because the motor can take way more than that. We're going to put a 4-barrel carb in it, no 6-pack carb. And we'll put a rim charger air cleaner shroud. Ooh. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Never mind. Let's put the snorkel air cleaner on it. Maybe that looks cooler. I'd like it to say 440 on the motor. No. Well, there we go. And the coolest part, a nitrous oxide kit. We're going to put a 150 shot down the throat of this thing. And hopefully should put an ultralight flywheel. It is a manual now, 4-speed manual. And a 150 shot of nitrous. At least a 10-pound bottle. I'm not worried about how much nitrous is in the bottle usually. Okay, and a few other things that I want to do is the steering. Since the steering is so terrible, quick ratio steering box. Reinforced steering, I feel like it needs it if I'm going to be beating the hell out of this thing. But it does need a shitload more work, this car. So we're just going to leave it off right there. Let's put the hood back on it. No hood pins this time because I think they glitch out a little bit on this thing. We're ready to go. Well, not yet. We gotta tune it. Let's rev this thing out to 65. I feel like that's a safe rev range for the 440. I rev it higher in the Super B with a supercharger, so it should be... Yeah, it should be fine. Oh. I think I might need to change the rear gear. How much horsepower is this thing making? Yeah, hold on. This ain't driving right. How much horsepower is this thing making? Yeah, that's not a... That's a pretty quiet 1,000 horsepower. Wow, I didn't think those internals would really turn this thing up that much. Let's like dumb it down to a stage 2, and I gotta look at the rear gears because they're way too short. What? It's a 354. I don't think a 355 is gonna help. Okay, that's a lot better. This thing has no grip. Wonder how much it is now. If it brought it down to 750, I'll be okay, but... Oh, I brought the horsepower way down. We're making 500 horsepower. Okay, yeah, no, that's great. That's perfect. That's my goal. I wanted to make 500 horsepower. 700 with the nitrous shot. Just these rear gears. Or the trans. It could be the trans. Oh, and tires too are probably a big part of it. Let's put a... For once, I actually don't know what gears to put on it to make it drive better. I don't know. I'm gonna drive it over to the strip and we'll do a pass or two, see how it does. Alright, so we're gonna make a pass purely NA, and whatnot, a better vehicle to go up against than the Super B. Same engine, just, you know, supercharged. Okay, the Super B basically walked me. Yeah, 1068 in the Super B. That's not its fastest, and an 1189 in the Charger. Not bad. 1189 is actually pretty good for 500 horsepower and a car that weighs as much as the Charger. Let's do a pass on the spray. Alright, nitrous activated. An 11.2, that took off, what, it was an 1189 before? 1125? Not bad. That's actually not bad for a 150 shot. Decently fast. I'm happy with that. That's good speed. That's good horsepower. But now, the fun part. It's time to go to the desert. Oh, it's already sketchy. Oh. Oh my god. I broke it again. Really? Yeah, that's a broken control arm. Alright, well there you go, everybody. There's your off-roading action ending the episode with a broken car. Again. The Charger's cursed. But we're going to make it good. But that's going to be on a future episode of Projects. Hopefully you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.